Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Vengeance is starring BJ Novak, a guy named Ben that owns a podcast, and he's a writer that hooked up with this random girl that's from Texas, and she passed away, and so he was invited to the funeral because the family thinks that he was really close with them and they were actually together, and he kind of figures out a little bit things that that the brother Holbrook thinks that it might be more than just overdose and that it's murder. I have no idea what this movie was. I was like, this looks crazy and looks like over the top type of stupid, and I'm like, if it's done right, I'm gonna really enjoy it. But if it's like it goes way too over the top, I'm like, okay, all right, now you're just being stupid. Because that's what the feeling I was getting from the trailers. I wasn't expecting too much from this. I only seen the trailers maybe 2 or 3 times. I really had no idea what I was getting myself into, and so when the movie started, I was like, okay, all right, and I pretty much enjoyed a lot of this movie. Now there is definitely rough edges, rough things that happen in the movie that don't really make any sense. So basically, the story surrounds around a guy named Ben that is played by BJ Novak. He plays this he has this podcast, and he's a writer, and he's just trying to find a story, and he doesn't really know what story he has to write, and he's basically being advice of like, you don't go off the story off of rumors or ideas. It has to be something right now. It has to be like a person or such. And he basically take this opportunity of this one girl that he went out a couple of times with, and to basically write a story about America. And one of those things about America is that they are divided, but not in like politics ways. They're more divided in like they're not living in the moment right now because of texting and just phone calls and like just constantly being in front of a screen. And so I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is an interesting take. And but it's not directly about that. It's more about humans humans taking things in their own hands. So he's basically telling the story of that, taking the idea of America, and Americans basically they have to take things in their own hands. They have to do this for themselves that's the best way I can describe it without fully going into spoilers. But I'm like, all right, this is interesting because we're going to Texas where everyone does everything themselves, and so I don't know. I really have no words because I was literally asked like, what did you think? I'm like, well, it's probably something it would be easier for you to watch than me trying to explain, because I honestly really don't know how to explain this. I think this is a very emotional film, more emotional than I thought I was going to get, because overall, this guy, he didn't really know this girl, because the family thinks that they were really close. He kind of starts becoming a little bit more attached, and that there's to this person that he went out once with, and so he's just like, and he kind of gets a little bit more closer with the family, gets a little bit more closer with the brother, and it's just like, and the brother, it's the most like weirdest dynamic ever. It's like he's just out of world type of character, and it's just like very goofy, very over the top. And honestly, probably the best part, because every time he was on screen, he made me laugh. I think this is more of like a comedy in some ways, but I kind of see it in like a comedy, drama, mystery type of movie type of way. I don't know how to describe this movie at all. It's very fun. It's emotional. The only problem I really have with is some character decisions that don't really make any sense. Basically, it comes to all together at the end. So the conclusion of this movie is like, wait, what? I mean, like, I kind of suspected that, but Wait, what? The way that you explained it didn't really make any sense to me. I'm gonna give Vengeance a B-. Hope it's a pretty good movie. It definitely has rough edges, but I think it has a good message, and it's very emotional. It's very funny. So go check it out. Thank you for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.